Iron Skillet Sports presents.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What's up, G Sizzle?
Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you like to be my neighbor? Could you be? Would you be? Hey, would you be my neighbor?
Not if you're wearing that sweater and them kicks. You know what? How come he never had no Nikes or nothing? How come nobody ever hooked him up with some Converse or something like that? He had him out there. But those weren't even Vans, were they? What were they?
No, they were some low rent Chucks. They weren't even good Chucks.
They weren't even Chucks.
What? He needs some sponsorship. Mr. Rogers should have had sponsorship, son.
He did. He should. Look, your man Steph Curry brought out the Curry, sixes? He should have traveled 8, 12, 57s. I'm old. I don't have any of them. He should have traveled back in time, like Back to the Future, went Back to the Future and gave Mr. Rogers some of his Curry 8s.
Man, that would be so fresh as a commercial. That would be something serious, like you just walk in the room and you're like, guess what? Mr. Rogers, you got some steps. Let's get ready to go.
You're listening to The Sizzle, the talk of the 219, the hottest sports talk in the region, on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Oh, baby. You know what it is. You know who it is. It's The Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. Yes, and we're going to put Mr. Rogers in some steps.
He should have been in some, and would have been cool. Mr. Rogers could have came in there, sat down, took off his shoes, put on his Steph Curry 8s, and just walked back out. That'd have been the end of the show. Like, peace. And he could have came in there with some new cornrows in his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he should have did.
You know who had some fresh cornrows and who would have been fresh with cornrows would have been your man, Coby White. I got to give you a little bit. Can I give you a little bit from Comcast Sports? Can I give you a little MSNBC? Just a little bit?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Nice move. I think the biggest thing with him tonight, honestly, besides the scoring, he had 0 turnovers in 40 minutes. And I think this is the biggest thing with 7 assists. So it's not like he was just shooting everything. He was sharing the ball.
1,000 career points now for Coby White.
Coby White was putting in some work yesterday. Unfortunately, Jay, that work didn't result in a win.
No.
The Bulls fell 124 to 128 to the Sacramento Kings. The Bulls only led 1 quarter out of the 4 quarters, but you almost had 8 people in double digits. You had 6 guys in double digits, and you had some guys right on the door knocking. But the stat of the day, 2 stats, 2 things that really stick out. Coby White played 40 minutes with 36 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. And as Garrett Temple said, thank you to Garrett Temple and to all the people over at NBC Sports and Casey Johnson. And he only had 3 rebounds, but he had zero turnovers.
Yeah,
so what do you think, Jack?
Yeah, he had a good ball game. I mean, hey, if you're going to stay outside and shoot a boatload of threes, then they start falling. He shoots enough volume. If he starts hitting them, he's going to have big nights. I like the fact there was no turnovers. I still like to see him attacking the paint a little bit more, but we'll take these 36. Now, can we come next game up? Can we come up with a solid 20-25? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can we get consistency in there? Can we just be consistent? And he's always going to be a scorer, but he also has to be a distributor of the basketball. What do you had, 7 assists? Is that what you said?
7 assists. Yeah, in fact, it was just the reverse for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine had 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 rebounds and 3 assists. So it's weird. They're playing dual roles. I don't know. You said it yesterday on the show. It's almost as if when Zach plays on ball, Coby plays off, and then they vice versa. I don't know who's the really point guard anymore. I don't.
Well, and maybe this is a point guard-less system. Maybe we're looking at a system. That's why you see Zach LaVine bringing up the ball a lot of times. Maybe this is a scene like, hey, we got both our 2 guards are going to handle the ball. We don't really have a point. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what we're doing right now. That's why you see Coby White shooting the volume that he's shooting, because he's putting up a lot of shots, a boatload of shots. And he's got the green light and I haven't seen him yet get pulled for taking shots that he shouldn't be taking. So he's shooting the open jumper. That's what they want him to do. But we still need to get some help. Otto Porter Jr., they got to come on and give us some help here. When you have your two young guys putting up 36 and 32 respectively, and then you got Otto Porter who gives you a 3 points.
6 and 16. Yeah, I mean it wasn't the best game for Otto Porter, but you had Wendell Carter who gave you. I mean, your man stepped up. He gave you 11 and 17.
He gave you 11 and 17, which was a great night. I know Patrick Williams was in protocol part of the night because he had concussion protocol part of the night. So we really can't bag on him too much about that. Only thing I will say was that Tyrese Halliburton hit that 3-pointer back in the end of the ball game when they needed, and that's what your high pick is supposed to do. And so we look at the Bulls played well. This is a game they should have won, and we still found a way to lose this ball game, and that's not what I'm happy about.
Right. I guess at the end of the day, it's the W that makes the difference, and they did go out west, and they're traveling. So we'll see what they're able to do tomorrow in the game and see if they can kind of right this ship. I don't know, but I think if you have more balance, if you have a balanced Coby and a balanced Zach, you have a better chance. When you have them as the primary ball handlers and primary scorers, I don't know how effective that is for the whole team. But have you liked what you've seen so far?
That's a loaded question. It's a real loaded question. Mm-hmm. Because at the beginning of the season, no. Do they look better now? Yes. They shot, what would they shoot? They shot 52% from the field yesterday. I'd like to see that percentage go up a little bit more. The only way that's going to happen is that they're going down into the paint and feeding inside. I'd like to see Wendell Carter Jr. with more touches down below. I'd like to see their bigs getting the ball down. I think we're becoming a little bit too guard-centric, especially for two guys who are not noted to score 30 points a night, who are not noted to be the top scorers in the NBA. It would be different if this was some of the top guards in the NBA that score 30 points on a regular basis, but we're starting to get a little guard-centric right now. We got to get our bigs involved. Now we still have a couple of problems. A couple of our bigs aren't able to play right now. So we're getting close, but I don't know what a guard-centric offense where you having our guards pick up big numbers, is it going to be enough to win ball games? We see it was a high-scoring ball game, 128 points was scored in this ball game. And to win, the Bulls scored 124. Where was the defense?
Well, it wasn't a lot of defense being played around the whole league. I mean, if we do a quick rundown of the league, yesterday you had the Hornets who won 102-94 from the Hawks. You had the Thunder who pulled out an 11-point win over the Pelicans, 111-110. The Raptors got dropped by the Suns, 123-115. The Clippers pulled out a Warriors victory, so they came out 108-101.
Yeah.
The Jazz got slapped around. Oh, my goodness. They got slapped around by your man Thibs. His team went in and put in the work on the Jazz, 112-100. The Cavaliers, they lost 105-94 to the Magic. The Celtics, man, they squeaked out another one. They get there. The Celtics are the master this year of the 2-point win. They won 107-105 over the Heat. And the Bucks just beat up the Pistons, man. It's sad because you had Jaren Grant, who had a highest career scoring day of his NBA career, and still, they got slapped around. Milwaukee's.
That's what the Bucks do to you. There's one stat I was looking at with the Bulls that I do not like. Their total turnovers. They had 16 total turnovers. They doubled what the Kings did. And we can look at these turnovers. How many of these turnovers actually turned into points on the other side? This is where we can't get sloppy with the basketball. I still think there's way too many points scored against you. 128 points.
Right.
That's a lot of points in today's game.
It's not a lot of points from the Wizards and 76ers, The 76ers put up 141 and the Wizards put up 136.
Look,
and Bradley Beal had 59 points, I think, before the third quarter.
This is why all this ridiculousness is going on right now. This is all this ridiculousness. These scores are the scores you used to find out when guys were playing in the All-Star game, when there was absolutely no defense being played, when guys were literally stepping back and letting guys drive to the basket. Is this what we're playing? Is this the type of basketball we're playing in the NBA right now? Is this the type of Bulls basketball? Because the Bulls cannot win a game where they got to outscore another ball club. It ain't going to happen. They're going to have to lock down and play some defense. That's why I'm saying these big numbers are great from the young guys, but we can't live with these big numbers, and you still got Wendell Carter Jr. with only 11. You got Otto Porter with 3. You know what I'm saying? They need some help. How they lose this ball game? You got both your 2 young guys going almost for 60, and you still find a way to lose this ball game.
Maybe it's the shoes.
They all need to get their Curry 8s on.
Well, maybe it is some Currys, or maybe does Zach have a shoe, or he just runs around in Adidas? They just gave him a generic.
I don't
shoe,
know. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Would you go buy some Zach Levines? Is he
I
that
mean,
guy?
if they were on sale, yeah, I buy some on sale.
I mean,
look, they had them at TJ Maxx on sale.
Wow.
Or DSW. Like if they had
some
the
Starburys
DSW sale on them.
He's gonna be some Starburys.
Yes, sir. That's what you need in your life. You need some and some one ands. You need some Zacks. Zips. They could be Zacks.
Even I know better not to wear no and ones. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you'd had an and 1 plus 3 more, you would have won the ball game. You weren't ready for that one.
That was pretty good.
Quick math for you. It was pretty good.
I'm curious too.
I'm just wondering, is there any Bull that I would wear their shoe? No,
not yet.
No.
Derek Young played 21 minutes. Only went 4 for 5. They were getting him the ball. I mean, he went 4 for 5. You got to get that the ball.
Right. Yeah. And plus, you're playing small anyway. You got to get that the ball. But let's look at something else. So here's a topic that's trending and moving around outside of Kanye, outside of a revolt in our nation's capital. The thing that's trending right now is, will Laurie be traded by the trade deadline?
Who wants him?
I don't know.
Who wants Laurie marketing right now? Who wants
I don't know
him?
why it's trending, because I don't know who really wants him.
He hasn't played enough. He hasn't showed that he's going to be the guy, and he's carrying his contract with him. Who wants Laurie marketing right now? I mean, even the Mavs don't want Laurie marketing right now. And that's where he would fit in over there. So I don't know. Laurie marketing, man, he can't stay healthy. And when he's healthy, he doesn't give you enough to say, hey, come look at this guy over here. We got a guy over here that you might want on your ball club.
You know, I just thought about that. We talked about shoe deals and endorsements. And since we can't figure out if Kim and Kanye are going to stay together, wouldn't it be a good idea?
You mean there's a chance?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Is there a chance with the two of them? Now it's infidelity coming out, and
Really? Have you noticed none of those women look like themselves like they used to look?
No. Have you seen the new commercial with Chloe?
Yeah, I don't even know that was her. I mean, she has super lips now. I didn't even know that was her. Yeah. Do you know they take their own filters with them when they get camera shots and stuff done? They have their own filters. You have to shoot through the lenses that they want you to shoot through. So their stuff comes out perfect. Kim Kardashian was cuter before she did all the surgery.
I thought she looked the same. I don't know, man.
I thought she was better looking. She
really?
was better looking. She was better looking than she is now. I mean,
You know who I always thought was the cutest Kardashian?
Which one?
Courtney.
Yeah, but Courtney always looked like she wasn't trying too hard.
Right.
Kim always looked like
she never looked like she was trying at all.
Right, and then the other girl, what's the other girl's name? Chloe. Is that her name?
Yeah, Miss
She always,
Lamar.
she always looked like she was a lost Kardashian. Like you ever had the sisters that you always there 3 or 4 of them, and 3 of them are like really cute, and the other one's like, meh. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, she's smart. She has a nice personality.
Isn't that the worst when somebody when you start a conversation and somebody says to you, hey, man, I want you to meet a friend of mine. Yeah, man, it's my sister's homegirl. And look, man, she's the greatest person in the world. She has a really good personality.
But you know what the thing is now? See, when you're an older guy with gray hair on your chin, you know what you realize? You probably should have got with that chick with the good personality.
You probably should have. You know what I found out? I got a new theory. We talked about it the other night, but I'm big now on this, a chick that'll get you a sandwich. Right now in life, young men, listen to me. You need a woman that'll make you a sandwich.
They'll make you a sandwich.
I know you're saying, J Sizzle, what does that mean? G Sizzle,
no.
What are you talking about? It's going to make sense in a minute. Yep. You need a woman who will make you a sandwich.
Make you a sandwich. And see, what young guys don't realize is that when that woman will get up and go make you a sandwich, that means she cares about you. And I'm not talking about getting up and complaining, going to make you a sandwich. I'm talking about, you know, hey, baby, you know what, man, a turkey sandwich, you know, I need it. And they get up and make it for you.
They ask you what you want on it, the ingredients, what kind of cheese, what kind of sauce would you like?
Come on.
Is it, you know, do you want it warm? Do you want it cold? Do you want it cut? Do you want your crust cut off the bread?
They bring you some chips and some drink. It's like they hook you up. It's like most of you fellas out there don't have that. No, you ask your girl to make you a sandwich, she's gonna look at you like, what? You cussed at my mama. That's basically what you just said. Yeah. Because half of them.
You need a chick that'll make you a sandwich.
Yeah.
Not a sandwich. You need someone who'll make you a sandwich.
And if you can get a chick who'll make you a sandwich and then don't talk through the entire game or show that you're watching, she's a super keeper.
You the remote and walks out the room?
Yeah, if you get you one of them, now, if she gets you the remote and walks out the room or go get her car keys and leave, that means she got another man on the side. I just want to let you know. You're getting played.
She's just keeping you there so you're not in the way.
You're getting played. If she gets up and makes you a sandwich, or she comes home and she's a little bit late, but she comes in with the White Castle bag, there's the reason why she coming in with that White Castle. White Castle cover everything.
It does. Is it just me, or is it that as I'm getting older, the castle isn't as white as it used to be?
Oh.
Well, the throne is white when I get to it, but the castle isn't that white anymore.
Here's the funny part. Here's the funny part about White Castle, right? It used to be you go up in White Castle, you just like, oh, hey, you know, give me 2 double cheeseburgers, give me give me extra pickles on it, and give me some onion rings, and give me a chocolate shake, and you know, you just order stuff. You got the mozzarella sticks going, you just because you haven't one of them nights. Now you pull up there. First thing you look at your dashboard and go, what time is it? Oh no, it's past 9:30. I can't eat no White Castle. They ain't gonna keep me up all night. And then you start looking for what's the best White Castle. You get like, okay, look, maybe I get them 2 of them Impossible White Castles. That won't sit on my stomach too bad. And no fries. No, thank you. Do you have orange slices at White Castle? Well.
You know, they have smoothies now. So you can get smoothies and hot chocolate. So now when you get that craving and you're just there, you can be like,
don't do it to yourself.
Give me a large hot chocolate.
You know, but if you're at White Castle getting white, you know what's really good at White Castle though? I have found, but I haven't had it in a while. If you go get their sausage and eggs, the toast,
that breakfast sandwich, that toast sandwich.
Yeah, that's all right.
Boy.
That's all right.
Let me tell you something. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna put you up on game. It's called the B-Wash White Castle sandwich. This is what your guy B-Wash does from Cold Cuts.
Yeah.
He gets the sausage breakfast sandwich, right?
Yeah.
With sausage and bacon, because he buys 2. Because it's cheaper than them putting the extra meat. So you buy 2 and tell him just to put it on one bread and just put it together. You know, cheese on the top, cheese on the bottom.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah. And you can only learn that here at the Sizzle. That's
at the
where
Sizzle.
you get good food information.
Yeah.
That you can get a double with your breakfast sandwich right there at White Castle.
Yeah, because
It's like $3.
nobody buys one breakfast sandwich at White Castle. It just don't work that way.
No, you can't. You can't just buy
you gotta buy
one.
two.
You can't buy one breakfast toast unless your mother made it and she makes you one of those sandwich, and you put your finger in it and then the grease and oh my God, it's making me. I'm hungry.
I was trying to make me a ghetto burger the other day, but I was going to buy some ground beef. Mm-hmm. Here was the rub, right? Mm-hmm. You go to buy ground beef, it's so ridiculously high. I'm like, by the time I buy the ground beef, I could really just go 2 for $5 and have a burger and go home. Because, I'm not going to eat that much ground beef. So I'm like, I'm going to be trying to eat ground beef during the course of the week. Because once you open it up, you got to use it or stick it up in the freezer. And frozen ground beef don't never taste right. Once you drop it up in the freezer, pull it back down, it don't never taste right.
When I go to McDonald's, I get the McDouble or the Daily Double.
Yeah.
And the key is, now it depends on how your sodium levels are. If you got high blood pressure, trust me, you need to tell them no seasoning salt, no salt on it, no seasoning salt, and no mayo. And make it fresh. It's really good.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you what's crack cocaine at McDonald's, though.
What's that?
It is the spicy chicken McGriddle.
Oh, boy, you better stop talking to me like that. Because it's too late.
You talk, and the spicy chicken is actually a little spicy.
And
I think they like 2 for $3, which is just wrong. And because I was gonna go by there today on my way to the television studio, and I decided no, I'm not going. I'm going to head on. I'm going to head on down the way. I'm not going to stop through the drive-thru. And those are crack, absolute crack. I mean, you talking about it's probably 10,000 calories between the two sandwiches. And you're probably going to need a defibrillator after you get through the second sandwich. You got to hit you with a defib to get out the car. But beyond that, though, it's fantastic.
I tell you what else is food crack is going to Steak and Shake and getting their Cajun burger. If you like grease, you like Cajun,
never
like
had
a little
that.
spicy. Oh boy, you better stop talking to me the way you're talking to me. Then they have this Royale burger, and they take the bun and flip it upside down.
A Royale with cheese.
Boy, they put this egg on this joker.
What?
Ooh, yes, sir.
So
they put the egg on there, put some grilled onions on that right there.
So let me ask you a question.
Now you can get those free fries. You can get a free fry. Whenever you pull up to just Steak and Shake, whatever you get, be like, throw that fry in there for me.
I didn't know that. Now, are you the going through the drive-through Steak and Shake guy?
Yeah, right now you have to be because none of the Steak and Shakes are open.
No, I'm saying before that though. I was always go in to get.
Yeah, I like to sit in sometimes. Yeah, I like to sit in. The only time I really took off or got it to go was when I was on the run. Like if I'm headed to a place or site.
How long was the line though? Because they're cooking everything fresh. You're gonna be in that line for 4 hours, ain't you?
Sometimes, if you get that good day, if you pull up and you look and see that line's moving, you're good. But you got to know how to play with it now. You can't just order anything. You got to know what you want, and you got to be definitive. Like, look, I can't do 5 orders in the drive-thru. I got to go inside. But if I do this one, I'm good.
Do you know I only had Chick-fil-A one time when we went? Was that a couple of years ago? We were taking Malik to school.
Yes.
But that's the only time I've had Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you something, man. I like Chick-fil-A, but it's the most overrated experience I've ever had.
Everybody's been telling me, I got to go. And I'm like, dude, every time I go up there, the line is down around the street. Right. It's in Mississippi somewhere. I'm not going down to Mississippi waiting in this line for 12 hours.
They've got like 4 lines. You got the drive-through line, the online line, then you got the wait line, and then the, hey, thank you for coming in to the parking lot line. I can't do it. No, I can't do it, bro.
No, I'm not going.
I can't do it.
I'm
can't
not
do
going.
it.
So
but I tell you what I can do is say, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is, especially with your Curry 92s on. So let's ask a question about what is the Bulls' record now? Are they 4-5? Is that what it is?
They're 4-5.
So what do you think is going to happen here? You think the Bulls are we on an upward trajectory, or are we on a downward trajectory with the Bulls right now?
I think you're neutral right now because you still got this West Coast swing, and then you got to come home. The Bulls' schedule is quite difficult in this middle part. It's not going to be easy for the Bulls. So when it comes to the Bulls right now, you got to pace yourself. And I don't mean that jokingly. You have to pace yourself to what's getting ready to happen. You've got to work smart through this. I think, again, to your point, Jay, I believe that they're just looking to see who's going to be here and who's not going to be here.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know, man. It's just one of these. Let me look at Kobe's shot selection here. Let me see where Kobe was hitting all his shots. Let's take a look here, Kobe. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, Kobe was doing his thing, and don't get me wrong, and for all Bulls fans,
Kobe was scoring a lot in the paint. I stand corrected. Kobe did a lot of work in down below. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 10 shots. Basically, he had 10 made shots inside the paint.
Yeah.
So maybe he was, he was playing well, but the whole thing about it was he's still taking a lot of jump shots out here, a lot of 3-pointers. Taking a lot of 3-pointers.
Let me give you the Bulls' schedule for the month of January. All right. On Friday, they visit the Lakers. Then on Sunday, they visit the Clippers. Then the Celtics, Thunder, Mavs, Rockets, Hornets, Lakers again. And then you've got the Celtics, Grizzlies, and they end the month with another visit by Portland.
It's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. You don't even have good winnable games, you could say, until you get into February, where you play the Knicks back-to-back and the Magic back-to-back.
Man, that's no gimme either.
Right. The Knicks are not a gimme anymore.
That's no gimme.
Not you can't have that just it's the Knicks. We're going to take that. No, sir. There is a possibility that the Bulls could come out of January upside down, completely upside down.
So now in this shortened season, do you see a team? Because if they come out of here, say they come out of here 2 games under 500, which is a possibility, 3 games under 500. Do we start seeing a panic then from the new head coach and the staff, or they just think they're going to play and stay pat with what they got?
I think they're going to stay pat. To your point earlier, when you asked about Laurie, who wants Laurie? Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're saying, hey, we've got commodities. You have nothing. You have no tangible commodity on the Bull right now outside of Zach LaVine. And no team really is going to give you a lot for Zach because they think, I can probably get him at the bargain basement. Now, if Kobe keeps playing the way he's playing, you might be able to get a little something, but I think it's just going to be a little something. You've got to have somebody there. You've got to have some tandems. To your point, Jay, you have to have Patrick Williams playing better. You have to have Laurie has to. Laurie is a key. You've got to get Otto. Otto can't have 3, 3, and 6. Yeah, 6 rebounds is cool, or whatever you do, but you can't give 3 points. So you've got to have your front. For this thing to work with the Bulls, everybody has to be pulling the rope on the same way. Yeah. And if not, it's a wrap.
Well, Laurie Mark, I'm looking up his salary. He signed a $20 million 4-year deal. Mm-hmm. And right now, he's a $6.7 million he's made a year, which is a $6.7 million cap hit, and is a $6.7 million dead cap hit. So to take him on, it means you're taking on some salary. So the question is that has he played well enough for you to take on almost $7 million of dead cap space on your books? That's the problem right now. How do you offset that salary? Even though it's not a huge salary, it's still enough salary you got to think about, especially when it's hitting your cap like it is. So I don't know. Did he have to stay healthy enough?
Right. And you've got to think about the fact, if you trade for Laurie right now, you still got to re-sign him. And probably anybody who's going to trade for him is going to have to re-up him when they give. So do you want to give Laurie 70, 80 million as a re-up? Is that what you want to do?
Oh no. I miss my calling. I'm telling you, I need to be about 4 more inches taller, about 100 pounds lighter with a jump shot.
Yeah.
Just with a jump.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always thought. I mean, but mine was the other way. I thought for me to really make my male stripping business work, probably need to be a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller, and I could get this thing off the ground. It would be amazing.
Well, what's that? What are males? What do they call the
Chunkendales?
Yeah, you could be the Clydesdales. They're the Chippendales, right? Yeah, you can be the Clydesdales.
Yeah, you're not gonna just make me a horse. Just ride me like a stallion.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute. We're up to something. I think we're coming up with something here.
Big fellas with a saddle.
Big fellas with a saddle. Hashtag ride me like a stallion.
Right. Well, no, we ain't gonna be able to dance too long.
Yeehaw.
It's gonna be a yeehaw. That's gonna be about it.
Yar! You're gonna get that one good yar out of the show.
And then we going over to the buffet to hit the chicken wings.
Oh, that's gonna be the guest. That's the thing about the show. That's the thing about the show. You get entertained and so you're gonna be good. We gonna eat, so you gotta eat.
Hey, well, how can you go wrong? Big fellas and ranch sauce. It sounds like a party.
Yeah, it is a party. It's a party. And you know what else is a party? If you join us online, yes, you can. You can do it. You can share, like, and subscribe. You can certify the vote and vote for us.
Wow.
By the thumbs up. You can say, hey,
don't raid my capital, though. Don't raid my capital. Don't.
I'm trying my best.
Is it too early?
I'm trying my best, Jay.
It's too early?
I'm trying not to.
Don't raid the capital. Don't tread on me. Don't do it. Don't come up here,
man,
with your flags.
I'm going to tell you now. The only flag that you need to be planting now is your flag that says you like this, you're subscribing to this, and you're sharing it with people.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can find us at Iron Skillet Sports or hashtag #Skillet_sports. You can find us anywhere you want to be. And if you need the podcast, go to wherever you get your podcast, be it Google, be it iTunes, be it Stitcher, be it Anchor, Spotify, anywhere you want to go, baby. We are there. We're there for you.
Is it wrong when you listen to yourself?
No.
I pulled up to the drive-thru and I had my cell phone on the radio. And I just looked at the young lady. I was like, well, you didn't know you were getting sizzleized right about now, did you?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so those of you watch it was a former episode. It was the Sizzle on the road. And Jay Sizzle harasses this young lady and makes her a sizzle light real quick.
Hey, G Sizzle was at the drive-thru. I had to talk to her. And make sure he got the secret sauce.
The secret sauce is the key when you come to the big man stripping ranch.
Wow. The stripping ranch. That just don't seem right. You know what the funny part about it is? Next up on the stage is my man Hank. Hank, come on out. Next thing you know, I'll be like, Hank? Hank's still over there trying to get out the chair.
I'm Big Bad Hank. I'm everywhere.
And he just comes rolling out with the chair stuck in the chair, just rolling out on stage.
So this routine requires just a full chair.
And he gotta pull himself. He gotta pull himself out the chair with the stripper pole. That's the only way to get up.
How did you get up the stripper pole with the chair?
Dude, look. He gotta use the stripper pole, and then he gonna try to get up the stripper pole. He gonna hop on the stripper pole, and he just gonna slide straight down to the floor. That's gonna be the end of the show. Cause look, let me tell you something. Big fella, if y'all let me get y'all some understanding. All right, if you have guys out here, big fellas, and they've been playing offensive line, defensive line, all their life and stuff like that. Let me tell you, by the time they get into their 40s, their hips are shot, knees are shot, hips are shot. There's nothing funnier Then when the big fella ends up on the floor, and he's got to try to get up. It ain't pretty. So you can imagine. Can you imagine a big fella out there with baby oil on the floor, and he got on some tassels, and he tried to stand up.
They have to flash dance him to get him out the chair.
Oh yeah,
that was water. Oh no, that's not water. That's oil. That's to lube him up and get him out that chair.
And then he tried to pull on the pole. Also the pole